Welcome back. Customs and Border Protection sources telling Fox News that agents apprehended nearly 33,000 illegal migrants at the southern border in a week. That was just the final week of January. More than 71% of those apprehensions happening in Arizona and California as crossings begin shifting to those two areas from Texas. So we're seeing, as sources told me recently, San Diego and Arizona really see increases of apprehensions. Joining me right now is Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff and U.S. Senate candidate Mark Lamb. Mark, Sheriff, good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. Assess the situation. What are you seeing there?
Well, good to see you too, Maria. Look, this has really been consistent in Arizona. Arizona in the Tucson sector, which is what I'm in, has always led the way in gotaways. We've consistently done that. And, you know, over 50% of all the drugs that come into America come through Arizona's borders as well. While Texas has gotten a lot of attention, Arizona has consistently had these people coming in. But, Maria, what I'm most concerned about, what we're seeing, is the amount of military-age men coming from places like Senegal, Chad, Mauritania. They're coming from Sudan. They're coming from Syria, other Middle Eastern countries, China, Russia. That is what's most concerning to us in law enforcement, because we really have no way of vetting these people and who they are.
Yeah, I know, you're right. And I want to know what you think is behind this, because we've seen 28,000 illegals coming from China in the last year. And you can't just pick up and leave China without government approval. What do you think we're seeing here in terms of these military-aged men flooding our shores?
You're exactly right, Maria. They don't just let you leave China. What we are seeing is an invasion. That's what we're seeing. This is what's happening on our southern border. We're being invaded by military men. I mean, 30,000 alone from China. I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Americans are waking up to this, though, and we're going to show it in the polls this year.
Yeah, we're seeing it in the polls. Now immigration is the #1 issue for voters, certainly coming out of New Hampshire primary. Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced the arrest of an al-Shabaab terrorist. He was allowed to roam the United States freely for nearly a year, Sheriff. He was initially apprehended in March of 2023, but then he was released due to the mismatch after his name was run through a terrorist watch list. Human error. 171 illegal migrants across 25 cities were also arrested, and they were wanted for crimes including child sexual assault and murder. Sheriff Lamb, there was one arrest that one of my sources were telling me about the other day. They arrested him for putting illegals into Texas, and then they found out that he was actually wanted for murder in Mexico. How are we going to stop this?
Well, the only way we stop it is we got to get rid of Joe Biden. We've got to get rid of Mayorkas. We've got to get rid of these people that are actually causing the problem. They always talk about the root causes. They are the root causes. Under President Trump, we saw 400,000 apprehensions in 1 year.
Yes.
Now we're seeing up to 300,000 apprehensions every month. These numbers are unsustainable, and the only way we're going to stop it, based on what I see and the intentionality of what this administration has done, is by replacing them, which is why I'm running for the U.S. Senate. Maria, you know, we've talked many times. I love being the sheriff, but I can only protect my herd from the wolves for so long. At some point, I got to go hunt those wolves, and that's why I'm taking my fight to the U.S. Senate. And hopefully people will come support me at sherifflamb.com.
So you think that the Republicans could take the Senate in this upcoming election?
I think we can, and we have to, Maria.
Yeah.
If we don't take the Senate, we don't take the presidency, we got some major, major problems. We already have major problems.
Yeah.
You talked about the threats, and I talked to an FBI the other day. He's an FBI guy. He said it's not just the terrorists on the watch list. It's the secondary and the tertiary terrorists that are coming in here that are not even on the watch list, that will do the work that the terrorists may not do. We have let the devil in the back door, Maria.
No, it's all very concerning.